You may be thinking about weaning your fall-born cattle right now, and Dave, there's some things that producers need to be taking into mind right now.
Yeah, a lot of the fall-born calves will be weaned anywhere from early May all the way through the middle of July. And we have here in Oklahoma the last, 10 to 20 years seen more of the fall calving. We've talked about it a lot on sunup. It does work well, and it allows you to wean bigger calves. And the calves we're standing in front of here are a good example of that. They're probably going to weigh, this year they're probably going to weigh around 750. We're going to go ahead and weigh those calves here in the middle of June. So yeah, the thing that people would want to be thinking about is, of course, how are they going to wean them, post-weaning management, if they're going to go on to the feed yard or market them to somebody who's going to finish them, when's a good time, and how are they going to graze them, summer supplementation, those kind of things.
This year we've been fortunate to have pasture for them to feed on this year.
Yeah, tremendous. We're glad not to be having to haul everything they need, and our pastures have recovered, and I think that's common across the state. So in this case, these cattle are on a systems experiment, but these calves will all get weaned, and they'll go through about a 60-day post-weaning. We'll call it a preconditioning period, or a stalker phase, if you will, and very similar to what Dr. Selk talks about. You know, we'll go ahead and fence line wean the calves. As soon as they stop balling, we'll turn them out on fresh summer pasture like this. But as you know, this forage quality is probably at its peak right now, if not just beyond its peak, and especially in terms of protein concentration. I don't have this week's data on this forage, but my guess is that it's probably around 11 or 12% protein. It'll only go down from here in terms of protein concentration. These calves, if they're going to gain 2 to 2.5 pounds a day during the 60-day preconditioning period or summer grazing period, they're going to need around 11% protein. And so by the end of that 60-day period, I suspect this forage will be down in the 7 to 8% protein range. So it'll be below their protein requirement. To fix that, you know, pretty simple fix, tried and true programs, what we call the Oklahoma Gold program. It's 1 pound a day of a 38% protein product of some type. There are many different ways to deliver it. It includes an ionophore, such as Bovatec or Rumensin, and combined, that product should get you anywhere from a 1/2 pound to 0.6 pounds a day increase in calf weight gain. So we can keep these calves gaining 2.5 pounds a day for that 60-day period, and they ought to be weighing somewhere around 850 to 9 by the time we send the steers to the feed yard in mid to late August.
If a producer's thinking about a quality enhancement program, say a VAC 45 program, what should they be doing right now?
Well, these calves have had one round of their complex or their BVD complex vaccination. They'll get a second round the day we wean them. And then we'll go ahead and deworm them again. We'll go ahead and reimplant the calves so that we'll get maximum performance from the forage that we have available during that 60-day period.
How easy is this program to implement for the average cattle producer?
You're talking about the post-weaning phase? Very simple, because particularly in a year like this, we have abundant forage available. And so we can take advantage of it and for 60 days, provide 1 pound of supplement a day or thereabouts with an ionophore. The calves should gain around 2.5 pounds a day during that time period. And we're just making better utilization of the forage that we're fortunate to have, the excess forage that we're fortunate to have. So it's low cost and it's very effective.
Well, thank you much, Dave Lalman, Extension Beef Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.